I've mentioned a lot of times since I've been doing this whole YouTube thing and podcasts and these videos in general that having competition is a very important element to a healthy console market and like a healthy ecosystem. So when you see news like this, which I think you guys will probably be into, I think it really goes to show that Microsoft is on the ball and kind of trying to be competitive. That's not to say that they'll always get it right, but it does seem like they're getting more right than wrong lately, despite there being, sort of some of these negative things that are coming out recently, trying to kind of paint Xbox in a bad light or trying to say that Xbox is trying to get out of the console market, things like this. So yeah, nice to see some things like this, because I think this really gets people jacked up and amped up about Xbox and where they're headed. And, for a good time, I think, people are always on the defensive. If you're an Xbox fan, you're probably a lot of the times on the defensive, especially if you're on social media and things like that. So, evolution of a platform is something that happens now during a console life cycle, which is something that didn't really happen when I was a kid. So it's really nice to see those type of things kind of happen or whatever. And listen, Microsoft, they're going to have to pay attention. They're going to have to understand what everything is kind of leading to. They're going to have to understand that, fans are going to want things a certain way, and you have to kind of listen to the fans or risk losing everything, and I think Microsoft will do that. So what's one of the advantages that you might think that PlayStation 5 has over Xbox right now? Well, Microsoft didn't really do much to change up the controller from one generation to another, and now it looks like it's leaked out that the Xbox Series X and S controller revision is going to be revealed this year before their showcase in June. So back in September, you guys might realize that there was a leaked FTC document from the huge Activision Blizzard case. It revealed numerous bits of upcoming Xbox hardware, including a Xbox Series X console refresh and a brand new Xbox controller revision. At the time of this, though, neither of these things have been officially announced by Microsoft, but The Verge's Tom Warren says that the controller isn't far off from being revealed. Commenting on the Xbox Era podcast, Warren left a few interesting comments for the host and its viewers to mull over. Basically, he mentioned that the revised controller is still in the way, and that he believes a May 2024 reveal is in the cards, just like the FTC documents claimed. Codenamed Sebel, it's expected to launch in May 2024. So there's some screenshots on the article that I'm going to link as well. Warren said, "I don't believe that's changed when talking about Xbox's new controller plans, which were including a reveal this May." He comments on the original leaks are worth taking with a pinch of salt as of now, since we don't know what's happening for sure just yet. As for the controller and what it could bring to the table, September's leak claimed that Project Sebel could feature precision haptic feedback, VCA haptics, and double as speakers, an accelerometer, new module thumbsticks, and a rechargeable and swappable battery, and the ability to lift to wake the device if you want to refresh your memory further. Like I said, I'm going to link this and you guys can check it out to see exactly what we're going to be kind of getting into. So Ubiquity, Play Anywhere, Xbox Wireless 2, Direct to Cloud, Bluetooth 5.2, Seamless Pair and Switch, new mobile app features, C-paired devices and cloud, managed devices and accessories, Feel the Game, precision haptic feedback, VCA haptics, double as speakers, accelerometer, quieter buttons and thumbsticks, do good, feel good, rechargeable and swappable batteries, recycled materials and less resin repair. Repair and disassembly, durable and reliable, new modular thumbsticks, improved longevity, continued build improvements, engage and delight, lift to wake feature, similar Xbox feel, same ergonomics as the Merlin one, similar layout and activated forces as well. So yeah, nice to see that to be actually a thing. Listen, we don't know if the actual Xbox Series X refresh will be a thing anymore. Rumor has it that they maybe kind of can that or whatever. But to be honest with you, I feel like Microsoft has, a lot going on right now, and I don't know that everything is like 100% planned out with what they're planning on doing. I think that, obviously things are probably going to be a little bit in flux, because they're going to be doing some different things than they probably originally envisioned doing. But like I said, I still think that this is really cool. And Xbox has a lot of things positive going on right now. You've got this Pal World stuff going on, like one of these biggest games launches of all time, and apparently this thing is doing like crazy numbers on Xbox and PC as well. So yeah, nice to see that happening. Microsoft has really kind of come a long way in getting games that kind of attract people, and these games that like Pal World, right? What's very interesting about Pal World, to me anyway, is the fact that here we have this game that obviously just come out of nowhere. I kind of thought that it would be a sort of a big deal, and again, I don't think that this is going to be exclusive to Xbox console, or like console exclusive for a long time. I think they'll probably port it to PlayStation 5 pretty quickly, but Microsoft obviously saw something in this. It's not even a full game release, it's in early access, so I think that's something that people have to kind of understand and take into consideration as well. And when it comes down to it, I feel like Microsoft tend to pick these little, like Vampire Survivors. They pick these indie games that realistically really kind of take off, and so I think that that's pretty cool to see that. Microsoft has done a really good job of that and picking these types of games. Some people are kind of down on Xbox because obviously there's a situation where Xbox itself kind of has things going positively, negatively at different particular points. But again, this is really cool stuff to see coming from them. Like they have good, now they have this. They're going to have the new refresh on the controller. And one of the things that I thought, and I don't want to get too much into this, but Xbox and Microsoft took some bad bets at the beginning of the generation. One was on cloud gaming. They thought cloud gaming was going to be like this big deal, when it turns out like 98% or 99% of the people that have used xCloud already play Xbox or on PC. So they were using it that they weren't going to be able to grow the segment with that. The other thing that they bet that I don't think really paid off was, with the cloud thing. So then they started using what Xbox Series X's they had to install as cloud gaming hubs, and so those could have been sales. They could have, who knows, had millions more sales at a time during the pandemic when people were begging for consoles. So I think that was a mistake. Obviously, not having games at launch in 2022 was a mistake, but I also think that not having a new controller with new features and a new dashboard was a mistake. A lot of people just kind of look at it as a continuation, and I get that Microsoft tries to force things like, well, generations aren't really a thing anymore, etc., but at the same time I feel like I think that they'll be one of those things where you have to kind of look at it and look to the future a little bit anyway. So Microsoft still has some things to do, but we'll see what happens. What do you guys feel about this? Would you pick up this new controller? Let me know. Rack 'em up. I'm Crap Gamer. Crap Gamer out.